Product Prime Time es presentado por Rubí. Su ambición no tiene límites. Semana de estreno. Lunes a viernes, 9:30 de la noche. Las estrellas.
Ella siempre ha sabido qué es lo que quiere. Y no hay hombre que se le resista. Pero lo que nadie sabe es que tuvo que dejar al amor de su vida.
Eres hermosa.
Por conquistar el mundo.
Te amo, pero no eres el hombre que necesito.
Rubí, lunes a viernes, 9:30 de la noche, con Las Estrellas.
Lemon Studios, más de 15 años creando contenidos para ti.
¿Te sientes culpable de tus gustos raritos? ¡Huevo, chingada madre!
Bien, buenas noches. De nuevo una edición de Product Prime Time. Y ahora nos vamos a Turquía, a Estambul, con nuestro amigo Emrah Turna. Emrah, thank you very much for accept our invitation to this program. I understand you are at home in Istanbul. That's right?
Correct. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Okay, well, let me introduce Emrah. Turna is the head, the big boss of the Kanal D International operations that sells products, especially telenovelas to Latin America. And also you have a very good channel that is called Kanal D Drama that is getting bigger and bigger in our territory. Could you make a comment about what are you doing right now, Emrah, in your home? You are home, isn't it, in pandemic?
So yes, totally correct. We have been at home. We left the office beginning of March, if I'm not wrong, March 12th or 13th. Since then, myself and my whole team, we are at home, but I guess we were really prepared for this. I mean, most of us, our industry, we were prepared for that. Since we have been, all of us have been going around and running from one market to another. We have been out of the office maybe the half of the year. So I believe that this part of this unfortunate situation has not affected us at all. We were really prepared for this. I mean, if we have our laptops and mobile phones and iPads, that's all we need. We don't need physical office. I mean, to be honest, I can say that our performance is a little bit even higher than in comparison to past. We are not wasting our time in traffic, etc. But of course, there are a lot of unfortunate things going on around the world. But in Turkey, I guess we are rather a little bit lucky. I mean, from the beginning on, yes, we also had a little bit panic about the situation, but especially as of today, it seems like the biggest part of all the things seems like under control. Of course, we are trying to keep the social distance. Everyone is wearing masks, etc. But I mean, coming back to your question, of course, since mid of March, productions has been stopped. We have a linear TV that airs mainly library content either or movies. There has been a very limited number of live shows. That's about Turkey and Kanal D in Turkey and Turkish media. About Kanal D Drama, thank you very much for your nice words. Yes, Kanal D Drama is like my personal baby, because it was my idea, and I have worked on that for a very long time.
Wow.
Right now, Kanal D Drama is in a lot of territories in Latin America. We have two feeds, one for US and one for Latin America. And in United States, the channel is in Comcast. And this is one of the it became in a very short period one of the most watched Hispanic channels. In Latin America, it's also doing pretty well. Apart from that, the channel is also in different languages in parts of Europe as well.
Wow. Well, congratulations, Emrah, for your baby, because it's getting bigger and bigger. I understand that in Peru, for example, in the Peruvian audience love your channels. Is that correct?
Correct.
Could you add something else about that?
Correct. It has just recently been launched in Peru in Movistar. And totally correct. In a very short time, it became one of the most popular channels, and we are extremely happy about this. And we'll see how the baby will grow.
Great. And let me ask you, Emrah, what about your clients of telenovelas and fiction? Are they calling you to get more? What is right now the situation? Because I understand you also stop producing. You are one of the biggest or the biggest fiction production in Turkey. Is that correct?
Correct. Actually, Kanal D is the largest media organization in Turkey. We have productions. We have plenty of linear TV channels. Kanal D is the main brand, but we have also our sister channel TV2, which is also a national channel. Apart from that, we have CNN Turk, the Turkish local version of CNN International. This is a news network, of course, as you might understand. In addition to that, we have plenty of radio stations, newspapers, and we have Turkey's one of the biggest pay TV operators, which is called D Smart, and they have a couple of millions of subscribers. I don't remember the exact subscriber numbers right now, but Demirören Media is the largest media organization in Turkey. So, of course, we are the global business arm of the whole company, and distribution is one leg of this global business. Actually, the most important part of the global business. You are right, the productions have stopped, but this has not directly affected us because whatever is on screen right now has to wait a little bit until it will be sold to other territories. Because the production and airing habit in Turkey is a little bit different than in Latin America and rest of the world. Since we produce drama series that have a lot of telenovela kind of elements and the telenovela soul, our dramas have that kind of social reach, let's say. And but the different part is that our titles are broadcasted once a week, and the duration of each episode, as most of the people knows, are between 120 to 140 minutes. I mean, we know that it's a little bit weird or crazy, but I guess here we are crazy people, and our audience, they love it. They love to sit in front of the screen for hours and focus to the same title. But here's the thing: since we produce once a week and we air once a week, we have to wait a little bit until we have a certain amount of commercial hours that we can deliver to our clients globally, and therefore the titles that are currently on air on Kanal D, this issue, stopping of producing of those titles, they have not affected us at the moment. But of course, if things will not change in the upcoming future, or in upcoming fall, if there will be a, let's say, global second wave, yes, there we might face some problems with that products, newer products. But in spite of that, since the beginning on, we knew that, we forecasted that the demand for the ready-made library titles will be radically increased, and this happened. Exactly what we imagined has happened, and most of our clients has been showing a huge demand for the library titles, especially if the TV channel has aired a certain title and it was successful in the past, they would like to license the same title back again, because there are no efforts on the same title, no editing, no dubbing, etc., etc. They will be able to use the same material. So from that point on, that was really nice for them to really license the title.
Emrah, let me ask you, are you going to reopen production soon or not yet?
Short video, thanks to one of our friends from the corporate communications and marketing team, I was able to see a live image from one of our recent productions that we will be launching in beginning of July. Unfortunately, we don't have a English or Spanish name yet, but the Turkish name is called Çatı Katı Aşk. So this is the new title. So we already started producing the title. We also started producing the titles that we have stopped back at that time, and we will be airing some additional episodes to be able to reach the season finally. But for the upcoming season, we already started on the titles that we will have on the screen.
Oh, great. I understand also you have a new title called New Life and Roslet City. Correct. That is the summer for the summer season. Could you mention something like this product? I mean, are they already sold or offered to your Latin clients?
Rootless City is a title that we have launched last year, and we will reach 38 original Turkish episodes in a couple of weeks, and it will end. The title will end. This title has been sold more than 50 countries so far, but not yet in Latin America. Actually, in Latin America, our buyers they prefer to have a title that is fully finished, that is not currently on air, because they don't prefer to start airing a title which is currently on air in Turkey, which might cause some troubles, because they will be reaching us at a certain point. Therefore, in Latin America, trend is a little bit different. But for example, in Europe and in Asia, we have sold that we have launched last year was Love Trap. This is also a recent title that we have sold, if I'm not wrong, in more than 15 countries so far. It's also a recent title. The new titles that we will be launching in the upcoming fall period is New Life, as you have mentioned. We are excited about this title. We already have shooted a couple of episodes, and we were planning to launch the title on screen, premiere the title on screen in March. But unfortunately, due to this coronavirus issue, we have to reschedule, and we will be having the title on air in most probably in September.
But Emrah, let me ask you, New Life is ready to be delivered to your Latin American clients or not yet?
No, not yet. Actually, this is what I have tried to explain about the different. Started producing the title in February, in January, and until March we had, if I'm not wrong, Turkish episodes, which means 15 commercial hours, I assume, because the duration of each episode is different. But if we don't air the title, we totally stop producing, and we never have a title of, let's say, 40 episodes before we launch it. We produce and concurrently we air the title.
Do you have about your baby, Kanal D Drama? Are you going to launch it also in your own country, or it's only for foreign countries?
Yeah, it's only for foreign countries, since I am also in charge of global business, excluding Turkey. Therefore, I am also not, for example, in charge of the productions as well, because when I respond your questions, I actually am totally binded to the main network and its decision makers, because Kanal D has its own general manager and head of drama. I am actually the one who gets all the great productions from those great people. In the global business part, I am actually planning to have the channel in all the countries that is possible. The next phase is Western Europe and Eastern Europe. There has been some demand from Russian-speaking markets. We will be analyzing the demands, and we will be entering those markets soon in the upcoming future. Hopefully, at a time where we will be able to foresee the future clearer.
Well, great. Well, let me add something. You have a master's degree in business administration with Political Science International. You have been in the company for almost 13 years, and you are in charge, as you said, of all international operation. That means sales, marketing, financing, co-productions. I mean, everything that is with the international business development. And as you said, also you are the father of Kanal D Drama, that is gaining territories in the world. You have an offer to get the channel in Russia, as you said right now. What else, Emrah, could you share with us?
Thank you for your nice words. I mean, yes, I guess it has been quite long within this company for me, and I have been enjoying this really much. And thanks to our great library, actually, my job was easier, relatively easier, because as I said, we have this great library. Yes, I'm in charge of all these operations. We have a lot of different business segments, like linear content distribution, non-linear content distribution, scripted distribution. We have also a lot of programs. We have also recently added a couple of great programs into our catalog, and I am also very excited for those programs that has really global appearance as well. I would like to also name those specifically two titles. Discover Luxury and En route are those two titles. I would also like to recommend everyone to have a quick look at those two great titles. In addition to that, yes, we have always been extremely interested in co-productions and scripted development and scripted sales. And one of the greatest also news is that the previous year we have licensed the remake rights of Fatma Gül to Atres Media. This is the company that we all know with La Casa del Papel, but they have a lot of great titles, and they are one of the biggest Spanish networks, as everyone knows. And they already started the Spanish remake of Fatma Gül. The local name will be Alba. And I'm also proud to say that Kanal D International will be in charge of distributing this title globally. This is also very exciting. And
Wow.
we have many projects, and we hope that the world will be in a better shape soon.
Emrah, I would like also to ask you, because you named Latin America your second home. That means it's a good market for you, even you name it like that, second home. Could you make a comment about the Latin American territory as a market for you?
Here's the thing. I mean, the Turkish drama history is not does not have that long history as you have with telenovelas. Actually, we learned it from you guys, because in my childhood, I remember that we all were watching all the great productions from Latin America. No one believed that Turkish dramas will have success in Latin America, but it happened. And I personally, I was in my previous in the previous steps of my career, I was in charge of distributing the content in Latin America. So I was head of sales in Latin America, in spite of not speaking just one single word Spanish. My friends from Latin America, they accepted our content. Luckily, our culture was so similar. I mean, we could understand each other so well. I mean, sociologically, we have a lot of similarities. Interestingly, because I mean, let's admit that we don't have a lot of things in common. We don't share that kind of history. For example, we share a very important history with Eastern Europe, Middle East, and Central Asia. But with Latin America, we don't share that. I mean, we don't share history politically. We are not that binded like in our neighboring territories. But I guess this success of Turkish dramas there makes the sociological similarities more important, because apart from politics, economics, business, culture, All right, then our core values, I mean, love, revenge, family relations, it means that those things are really similar. Our feelings are really similar. That's why I believe Latin America is my second home. We are people that live on emotions. So you guys are the same, I guess.
Well, Emrah, I don't know if you have something else to talk to us. I would like to thank you for your time. I hope you stay home safe. Be in social distance. You know, all the protocols to fight this pandemic. Please say something.
Stay home, stay safe. Take care. Thank you very much.
Well, Emrah, thank you very much again for your time, and we'll follow you. I mean, the growth of your channel, your baby, and the growth of your products in territories and in audience. Thank you, Emrah. And bueno, y nosotros continuamos de casa a casa con los protagonistas de nuestra industria, como en el caso de Kerim Emrah Turna, desde Estambul. Bye bye, Emrah again.
Product Prime Time fue presentado por Rubí. Su ambición no tiene límites. Semana de estreno. Lunes a viernes, 9:30 de la noche. Las estrellas. Lemon Studios. Más de 15 años creando contenidos para ti.